when we arrived in Denver, it was funny because your Dodge Neon literally died in the parking lot as we pulled in.
The second we got there. Like, I barely followed him there. It was like
parked,
5 hours or something.
Like, as you pulled into the parking stall, it just like died.
Yep.
And then it was dead and sitting in that same parking stall the entire 3 months we were in Denver.
Was it 3 months we were in Denver?
We were there for 3 months.
Wow.
And you never drove that Dodge the entire time because it was dead.
Nope.
We just drove the Corolla everywhere.
Yep. And that was really frustrating.
And door-to-door sales was really, really hard.
It was so difficult. You barely made any sales.
We'd have like a team meeting in the morning and then go out all day. Yeah, it just barely kept us alive.
Barely for food.
We broke even at the end of the summer.
We didn't, though.
Technically, okay, so
they called us after and said
you were supposed to sell a certain number of systems to get free rent for this summer because they didn't want people just mooching.
Yep.
And I worked my tail off, but I didn't make the minimum number.
No.
And so they're going to charge us for rent. And
they were like, you owe us $3,000 for rent over the summer. And we were like, what? And Michael goes, we don't have that money. And you guys said I didn't have to pay it. If I don't pay this, what's going to happen? And they said, nothing. And he said, okay, bye. Which is typical Michael, actually. He's like, well, if I don't want to do that, what's going to happen? There's like nothing.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do. I remember that.
Andrew, it was very frustrating, though, just because he was working like, what was it, like 70 hours a week? It was so much. You were working so much during that time. Yeah,
I'd leave in the morning and we'd get back right around dark.
Yeah.
Every single day.
It was really hard.
It was hard.
I was at home.
And I couldn't be with you very much because of it. And that was difficult.
And I was not only terrified of the big city, but I was pregnant. And something happened when I got pregnant. And that was, before that, I always had like this feeling of, if anything happens to me, I'll be okay. Like, the worst thing that could happen is that I'll die and then I'll go to heaven and it will be all right. Really, I was not that concerned about a lot of things. I would be very cautious. Like, I wouldn't go out at night by myself, that type of a thing. But especially at college. But then when I got to Denver and when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I can't be so careless. It's not just my life to worry about. Like, I need to take care of myself. I need to be really careful, especially if I'm scared here because bad things could happen. Like, I need to protect myself and I need to protect this baby that's in me. And so every single day, the second Michael left, I would lock all the doors and shut all the blinds. And I would just sit in my house like, anything could happen. This is really scary. Now I look back and I'm like, all that time, nothing bad happened. I could have been enjoying myself.
Yep, you should have been.
Except, honestly, I couldn't have been enjoying myself because I was so sick.
Yeah, you're puking all day, every day.
Yeah.
I remember one of the highlights of the experience selling security systems was one. It's a pretty funny story. We were out all day selling alarms, and at the end of the day, I was waiting on the side of the curb for the van to come pick me up. And so I texted the manager or whatever, and said, hey, I'm ready. I'm on the corner of this street and this street. And I waited for the van, and it's the same van every time. I recognize the van from a mile away. And here comes the van around the corner. And I'm like, okay, oh, great, he's here. That was quick. So I get up, and I walk over to the door, and I open the sliding door, and I'm like stepping into the van. And then I realize that that's not my team. That's like a random family. And they were all staring at me like, who are you?
Scary.
And I was just like, sorry. And I shut the door.
Get out of our van, intruder.
It was hilarious.
That is so funny.